What's up, the boxing world? Welcome to Strictly Boxing with Derek Poppy. Roll on, man. The mill. It's a little bit late, man, to get touch bases about the fights we had this past weekend, man. I was really meaning to comment about them, man. I thought it was very impressive fights. I thought the fights were very competitive. I was very, very impressed with Regis Prograis, man. He looked pretty good. I mean, although it looked like Jojo Diaz was giving him a hard fight, some people thought Jojo Diaz won. I thought Jojo Diaz also fought a good fight, man, and both of these guys, got in the ring and gave it their all, gave it everything they had, man. Regis impressed me with his boxing skills. He was sharp, he throwing a lot of punches, still a little chinny, a little balance off a little bit. That's the first thing that go in boxing. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to go anywhere with that. He just might just be in a bad situation, man. But he fought. He did pretty good. He looked like he was could get some more fights competitively. Jojo Diaz, I don't think is out of the fight because of that performance either, man. And the other main event on the card, man, I also thought was a really, really competitive fight. Oscar Duarte and Kenneth Sims was a really good fight, man. The WBA junior welterweight title eliminator, man, in that 140-pound weight division, which I think right now is the hottest weight division right now. What's going on with that 140-pound, man, is a booming weight division. Oscar Duarte, man, powerful, strong guy, put on a lot of pressure, man. And Sims, although Sims, I always talk about how important those fights is when the fighter got a big amateur career, like Sims had Kenneth Sims, he had a big amateur career, national champions, JO champ in the nationals in the junior Olympic, man. Like that plays a part in my opinion when these fighters, man, come from that type of amateur background, man. They have a different level, man, of how long they've been doing this thing, and he showed that. But however, he also showed, in my opinion, that crack was necessary in the professional rankings. Don't matter how far you go in the amateurs, you can be real sharp, you can be skillful, but you gotta have some crack, man. These professional bouts, man. People complain about my man Shakur about it. Say he don't got no crack, but he do got crack. They just haven't seen the one punch crack. But he got some crack. He gets respect with his punching power in the ring, and that's just more evidence, man. That in this game of boxing, in the professional rankings, you need some crack. You need some power, man. Look, in this 140-pound division right now, I think is the biggest division, man. And I'm very interested in this division because my fighter, Dangerous Danny Gonzalez, is in this division. So I'm watching the rankings as we go up because sooner or later you're going to hear about us in these type of rankings, man. We fighting down in Atlantic City this Saturday, August 9th at the Hard Rock. And we going up against another undefeated opponent who's 7-0, and we are 6-1, and we going up against them, man. We just not like these other fighters, just get them bum after bum after bum, and then they don't. No, that's not the way we decided to go. We decided to do our best, be in our best shape, and let's do what we do. And I think it's more rewarding that way, man. And I don't think it's good to be beating somebody 0-10 and 2-15, and you jump all around the ring after you get a knockout, which you're supposed to have been knockout, man. I can't go with that. But this 140-pound division, man, right now we got the WBA champion, which I thought, that Gary Antoine Russell is something else, man. You got to give him his props, man. He's a hell of a boxer. He got speed. He got everything it takes, man, to be a great fighter, man. WBA champion Antoine Russell right now. He's at my list, the top at that weight division. Subriel Matias. He has the WBC. He has the WBC title. To me, he got to gift his last fight. But his past fights, I've seen him looking real good. His last couple fights, I haven't seen him. He didn't impress me that much. I don't know what it is. But like I said, Gary Antoine Russell, I think, with a record of 18-1, he's at the top of my list. He's over the WBC champion, Subriel Matias, which is 23-2. Richardson Hitchens is the IBF title. He's the only one the only boxer in the 140-pound division the only champion, I'm sorry, that's undefeated. He's 20-0. He got 8 KOs, I believe it is, something like that. And Richardson Hitchens is another one amongst the top. You know, I would love to see the top 2 guys go, like Richardson Hitchens and Gary Antoine Russell. You know, but even the WBO champion is a competitive fight. Teofimo Lopez, he's 22-1, but Richardson Hitchens, like I said, is the only undefeated champion in the 140-pound division. But it's a banger division. You can go anywhere else. You know, my man Danny Gonzalez let me know that in the other sports, man, where the number 1 and number 2 is fighting each other, and number 3 and number 4 is fighting each other, and everybody's fighting each other. And I don't know, they're kind of making it a little bit different, man, for the boxing, because boxing ain't doing that, man. Like, here you got these champions, man, number 1, number 2. Why aren't you fighting each other, man? Why aren't you fighting each other, man? And I believe it's, you know, maybe it's a business thing. It's a business decision, and you make money, and you fighting lesser or opponents that you just want to keep the title as long as possible, if that's what it is. But I'm gonna tell you, the 140-pound weight division is a banging division. It's a banging division, and any of the 4 champions, man, can go up with any of the guys, man. Even the intern champions, where you got Pitbull, you know, you got some, and you got other guys thinking about moving up to that 140-pound division, man. That 140-pound division is going to be good. And so where do we see Oscar Duarte at that right there? He looked good. He looked good enough to me to be in there with those guys, and I'm going to be mindful and say, man, Teofimo, Richardson Hitchens, Subriel Matias, Gary Rupp, man, any one of these fights will be championship unification bouts, man. I haven't heard anything about that, but I think they need to talk about that, man. I think they need to talk about trying to unify this division right here, you know. All right, man, listen, man, I don't know, man. With the fights, like I said, I touched bases about the Regis Prograis. I was impressed with Regis Prograis against Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz and Regis Prograis put up a good fight. I got to give him that. It was good. It was competitive. And it goes down to me, I don't think Jojo beat him. I think Regis hit him too much. It was a lot more punches in him. I don't think it was as close as they said it was. I think Regis Prograis, you know, he showed, even though he was getting rocked, he did show that he had more offense than JoJo did. And again, Oscar Duarte's and Kenneth Sims, you gotta have some crack in this professional ring. You can't just be in there pity-patting and think you're gonna win the fight. Sooner or later, man, you gotta get some respect from your opponent with the punches you get him, crack, so that you can kind of like get some respect, and Duke just can't walk up in on you and do what he want to do, man. All right, man, let me know what you think, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think, man, about it. Again, 140-pound division is banging right now, man. This Derek Poppy Roland at Strictly Boxing. Peace.